Hello and welcome to Waterworld. Well, it's not really Waterworld, but it seems to have been like it. We had some lovely weather last week, and this week we're getting, well, we're supposed to be getting all of August rain in 2 days. Although, to be fair, it's not been that bad. This is, of course, the coffee vlog. It is Friday this week. It is Friday this week, definitely Friday, 14th. Congratulations to Mr. Bob Bell, who did manage to spot the fact that I recorded last week's on a Thursday, not a Friday. Well spotted. That was because I went away for a long weekend, so I went on Friday morning. I had Friday off work and the Monday off work as well, and yeah, we just went across to the west coast Lancashire area and stayed just above Blackpool. I had 4 days, went into Blackpool for a few days and whatever else. Unfortunately for me, as is the case of things, I managed to pick to go away exactly when they have a major water issue over on the east coast, over there in Lancashire, around Preston and all that area in Blackpool and where we're staying. Then apparently one of the tests of the water facilities had thrown up that there was some parasitic bacteria existing in the water supply that could give you a nasty stomach bug. So consequently, no drinking of tap water at all. You could boil it and then use it, or you had to use bottled water, and there was no cleaning of teeth and stuff either. So that made life a little bit awkward. I mean, it didn't really matter that much because we were out and about and obviously just getting drinks out at places. Minor sort of kickback from that is you weren't getting any of the post-mix drinks. So when you go out and buy drinks at places and they have the Coke machines and whatever else, and you put your cup under it, it makes it out into that. That's mostly mixed from the water supply with like a concentrate liquid and carbon dioxide. So they couldn't use that, and the slush, those big tubs that they make slush, what they used to call slush puppies when I was a lad, but it is now just called slush in various colour variations. Both boys are keen on that, but that was a no-go because the same thing used with water supply, so they couldn't use those either. But other than that, it was great, cracking weather, better than this misery. Yeah, it was really hot on the Saturday. We were out on the promenade at Blackpool and on the beach and a couple of the piers and things, and that was good. Sunday went into Blackpool, hadn't done any research evidently, surprise for me, not done my research, couldn't work out why it was chock-a-block in Blackpool on Sunday. Absolutely, people, cars parked all over the place, people flooding all along the coastline bit before you even got near the main promenade bit. Blackpool Air Show was on apparently, so while not moving very far in the car, we got to enjoy looking at Chinooks and little sort of plane things, and then there was some World War II Spitfires, both British branded and also German branded ones flying by, and then the Red Arrows did a lovely display as well, which was nice. And I'd actually managed to park by then, so I got to look at most of that. But yeah, so that was it. I had quite a good weekend away, but that was why the vlog got done on the Thursday, and I actually managed to get it up on a Friday night, which is a bit of a new one for me because I did it Friday morning early before we set off. I didn't do it Thursday night because I ended up falling asleep like normal. But there you are. Also, what caught me out of course was last week's vlog said, oh no beta, iOS beta out, is there? And what did they do? Release it Thursday night. Yeah, when have Apple ever released a beta of iOS on a Thursday? I mean, they've gone through every night of the week nearly now. I want to see the Saturday night beta. You can make a film out of that, can you? Saturday night beta. But yes, So we got iOS 5, iOS 9, I'm getting confused now, iOS 9 Beta 5 and the Apple Watch OS 2 Beta 5 came out. So I managed to update to them before I went away, and yeah, much the same I think really. Battery life on the watch has been much better, really good. Some days I'm getting, you know, from 7 AM, putting it on charge at 2 AM. I isn't that I've not necessarily been up all that time, but I've a tendency of falling asleep with the watch on and then waking up at some point in the night and going, watch is on, better put it on charge. Normally because I'm also needed to go for a tiddle, being old and needing to tiddle a lot. So yes, but you know, at the sort of 2 AM time I'm putting it on charge at over 50% from 7 AM, so that's a massive sort of boost on it. You'd probably getting near, you'd get a good, you'd probably get near 40 odd hours run time based on that sort of run. But interestingly, so that's over 50%, then putting it on charge, let's say about 55, whatever. At the moment now I'm on 53 today. Now today I've had a busy day, lucky me. I had to drop the missus off first thing this morning, well not first thing, 9:30 or whatever, at the BRI in Bradford. Then I went through to Halifax, picked up my auntie and granddad from Halifax train station with the two boys, went to Sowerby Bridge to where my mum is currently residing, and so saw her for a few hours. So then we dropped auntie and granddad back at Halifax train station at sort of 1:45. Then I had to go Huddersfield with the boys' help. We did have to stop in at the Golden Arches on the way to Huddersfield because the boys were hungry. I confess I was as well. So pit stop there at the Golden Arches, onto Huddersfield, drop some boxes off. Then from Huddersfield all the way across the centre of Bradford to do a delivery. All this is Friday afternoon traffic in the rain. And then back home, top end of Bradford, to drop the boys off so I could go back to work just for 4 o'clock to get an hour and 3/4 in and pack a load of stuff for post and then drop it off at the post office. So it's quite a busy day, but there is a reason why I told you all this. Thing is, the watch battery, I've not been using the watch particularly any more today than I have done any other day, no more notifications, and I'm wondering if the epic battery life is being related to being in known Wi-Fi networks. You see, this week while I've been at work and then at home only and not really been out anywhere else, it's had really good battery, and I'm wondering if when you're pretty much always in your known Wi-Fi network, the watch is just using the Wi-Fi rather than constantly relying on the Bluetooth, almost becoming independent of the phone, well certainly for where it needs to get internet connection and things. It just seems odd today it's not so good battery life, whereas it's been epic. Certainly the last 3 days it's been really good, but I've been pretty much exclusively within my own Wi-Fi known areas, so maybe that was it, who knows. But yes, get around that bend. So other than that, as far as iPhone iOS 9 goes, yeah, much of the same. I think my bug with the music app seems to have resolved itself, which is quite good. You remember it was constantly starting with Ed Sheeran, I think it was, and some random playlist that yeah, it was very annoying. It was just the same one all the time. It's now consistently starting with where I left it off, even if it was an Apple Music playlist, so that's good. And I've been having a bit more. I mean, I've not used it that much, Apple Music, but on the whole, pretty good. I'm enjoying it. The fact that there's quite a few gaps is a bit annoying. They've obviously not got all music, so sometimes you'll see like an album and think, oh, I like to listen to that, and you look and there's like 3 songs out of 15 or whatever you can actually listen to out the album. It's like, well, that's a bit pointless, really. You may as well just say, no, you can't listen to this album, because 3 songs out of 15 isn't worth the effort, is it? But other than that, yeah, I've not been too bad. I've been having a good go at it. Film-wise, am I watching anything new film-wise? Been trying to watch Pixels. I've always been a big fan of Adam Sandler, and Pixels just does look really good. I've got about halfway through it so far, but I will eventually get to watch all of it. But it does so far. It really looks very funny, as you'd expect, with Adam Sandler in, plus all that great retro gaming stuff as well, and Pac-Man and whatever else. So yeah, looking forward to Pixels. Game-wise, PlayStation Plus, we've got a big dump of good stuff just at the end of last month, and I nearly missed it on the PS4. I'd have been gutted, because I think there's is it Drive Club or something that was free, PS Plus, and of course if you don't get them before the end of your period and the next period starts, you miss out, even if you get rid of them afterwards. So yeah, there were some good ones on there. That Drive Club looks particularly good. I must check out actually what's on this month's offering. Right, we're back. They are 12 minutes, but yeah, we set off a bit earlier. I was at the Currys in Halifax because my dad was looking at new fridges, because he doesn't need as much room as he's on his own now, it seems. So anyway, all right, great. Well, I hope you you have a drier weekend than looks like we're going to have. It's supposed to be nicer tomorrow, and I'll catch you all next week, and maybe, but I doubt it, I'll prepare something so I don't just witter on randomly about rubbish. But anyway, have a good weekend. See you next week. Bye.